What's up, everyone? So today I have a new pickup. This is from the DC shoe line. These are the FNS X Infinite slip-ons. Um, and really, I wasn't in the market for any shoes or any um, shoe reviews as of late, but I was on Facebook and I saw them being advertised. They were on sale for $30. Um, so I thought it was a nice pickup when I read some of the details with the shoe, and I like the design of them. So, ordering from DC. Ordering from DC was a very long, drawn out process, I think, because I ordered these about 3 weeks ago. And I had to call DC because when you order, it says that you have up to about 72 hours before your order is shipped. And I had thought maybe due to weather it was delayed, but going into March and it's still processing, I had to call DC's corporate number to get them to prioritize my shipment to ship it out, and they shipped it out within 24 hours after I called. So that kind of sucked. It took longer than I thought it should have took. I ordered these, like I said, in February, and I'm just now receiving them today. So DC, do better. So after opening up the initial outer packaging, you have your return slip that is sitting on top of your box. That's some of my personal information on it, so I'm not going to show that. But here's your box. It's kind of beat up. It's kind of caved in. So you have your information on the side. These are DC Infinite slip-on, black colorway. Some more DC branding. DC branding up top. DC 40s and shorties, whatever that means. And I don't know if you guys can see that if the camera's picking up on it, but you can see the design with the skull and bones, the police car. I like that design. Some more. So let's open up the box and look at the inside of it. Ooh, that's nice. Put that to the side. I like the bag. I needed a new bag. Fun fact, I had a Nike string bag like this from high school, and I used to use it to carry just like little stuff, whatever. And I lost it at my job when I was working at the hospital. So this is a nice little replacement. There's nothing else in the box other than like some plastic. They're gonna put this piece back in there along with the return slip. And we're gonna look at the shoes. Wow. First impression taking these out the box, these are badass. These are really nice. I love the design. You know, I wasn't sure if I was going to like the design because from the website, the pictures don't do it justice. Like, you can't see all of that detail up close. I mean, you see stuff on it, of course, but you can't tell what it is. And just like seeing it up close, seeing it in person, these look pretty slick. These are sick. So you have an Ortholite insole. See if it has anything else on the back. Just lets you know. It says long-term cushioning, high-level breathability, lightweight comfort, 5% recycled rubber content. Wow. These are nice. So on the outside of your slip-on, you have a rubber overlay, and that's going to help you with your skateboarding because this is a traditional skateboarding line. Even though for my purposes, I'm just wearing it for comfort and style. When you're skateboarding, it protects your toes, you know, with this rubber outer layer. So you have a removable insole. It's nicely padded. This is on the same level of Vans Deluxe for a third of the price, depending on where you go to buy them. And there's really nothing else inside of them. At the bottom, you have your traditional DC pill pattern for the most part. On the outer part of it, it's just, you know, your regular standard tread. You have your 40s and shorties branding still. Take it around to the back. DC at the heel. And then on the, it looks like it says something. It says 40s and shorties with DC shoes. Fuck what you heard for 2020. See, I don't know too much about this collection with DC. So if you're familiar with this line, can you please explain the reference, as I'm not too sure what that's supposed to mean. So now that I've looked at the sneaker, I think it's time that we try them on foot. So let's get into it. So after trying these sneakers on, I honestly can say that these are just right in both length and in width. Not too wide. You don't feel like you have extra material just sitting on your foot. And they're pretty lightweight, so that's also really nice. I compare these to Vans Deluxe model more so than I would the Lakai or the Nike SB line because they are using the same type of insole material, which is ortholite. And when you consider everything that you're getting an outer rubber layer, you're getting the nice cushion on the inside, the really cool design. And not only that, but they even threw in a string carrying bag. That's a really nice, treat to add in with your shoes that I wasn't even expecting. When you think about all of that and you're spending about $30 for these sneakers, when you consider that you pay for shipping, about $35, $37, that's pretty reasonable because for Vans slip-ons with the deluxe model, you're looking to spend what, $60 to $80 on the shoe, and you don't get any extras. You might get a sticker that came with it. Well, I mean, would have been nice to get a DC sticker. That would have been great. But I mean, if I had to compare getting a sticker to getting, a bag, I would choose the bag still. So that's a really nice touch. If I had to rate these shoes from 1 to 10, I would give them about a 7. But it has absolutely nothing to do with the sneaker itself. It has everything to do with DC's customer service. Last year, I was going to order some sneakers from them, and it was a big mishap that I just ended up canceling the order, didn't even bother with them, and I went somewhere else. I decided to order these because I just couldn't pass up on the deal. It was a pretty nice deal. Thought it would be a great review for people, and it was still a mishap. When you're thinking about the fact that you pay for shipping and handling and it's not free, and you still have to wait about 3 weeks to get your stuff, and the only reason why it was only 3 weeks was because I called and they had to prioritize the shipment. That says a lot because I still could have been waiting for them to even get it out of the in process stage. from the initial payment. So that's a problem, DC, and I think that they really need to work on their online sales, being the fact that DC is not really a mainstream shoe anymore. I mean, when you consider DCs, or when people think about DCs, they think of the DC core graphics. If you were a child of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater days, Viva La Bam, or Ridiculousness, you think of the thick tongue skateboarding shoes. That's what you think of when you think of DC sneakers. So, I mean, being that we are a generation of online shopping and we've been spoiled with luxuries such as 2-day shipping, things like that, having to wait 3 weeks for a shoe could be an issue for people. I would think that that would be a deterrence for a lot of people, and it's a shame because they have some really nice things to offer, and the shoes look great, they feel great, they don't feel cheap any kind of way. It's a nice quality, but people won't know, because if you have slow shipping, people aren't going to be interested, because we are in the generation of now. People want their stuff now. They don't want to have to wait. When we think of nostalgia, those are the things that we don't want with nostalgia. That's the negative part of nostalgia, having to wait long for things that we want right now. So that's going to be an issue in the long run for DC if they don't fix that. So because of that, I'm going to give these a 7 out of 10 because of the waiting period. But overall, these shoes are great, and I would recommend picking them up if you don't mind waiting, possibly waiting 2 to 3 weeks for your sneaker. You're not in a rush for them. So yeah, these were great though. These are great. They look great. They feel great. Definitely worth every penny. If you like this video, make sure to thumbs it up, and we're out. Thanks for watching.